What if I told you that there was a 6'9" point guard build that gets a 99 block, which means it gets Hall of Fame anchor and the ability to stop centers in the paint, gets a 93 driving dunk, which means you unlock all the elite contact dunk animations in the game, gets an 87 ball handling, which means you get all the best dribble moves in the game, and on top of all that gets a maxed out acceleration, so your speed boost is as quick as possible. And if that wasn't overpowered enough, you get nearly 80 total badges on this demigod build. Today we break NBA 2K23. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod grinding, and let me guess, you're looking for a new overpowered build to dominate season 5 with. Well, you came to the right place. Y'all know my reputation by now. I'm basically a 6'9" build expert at this point. From starting as one of the first people to make and popularize this build, to making so many that I know this build type like the back of my hand. And today we've outdone ourselves. Imagine a 6'9" point guard build that dares centers to enter their paint. That is literally what this build is. With a 99 block rating and Hall of Fame anchor, even the best inside center builds with max finishing are gonna struggle to finish in your paint. The value of that is insane when guarding pick and roll offenses, because you can essentially switch onto the center and be perfectly fine. And not only can you stop elite finishes in the paint, on the other end you can be doing the elite contact dunks that people are gonna be trying to do on you, because you have a 93 driving dunk. And the craziest part about this build, even with a 99 block, your offense doesn't suffer at all. You have an 87 ball handle, so getting to the paint's gonna be easy because you have access to all the best dribble moves in the game. And on top of all that, you still get limitless range in Agent 3, so you could spark it from deep. And with a maxed out acceleration, you're doing this all as quick as possible. This build is insane. Now y'all know me, I'm not only gonna give you the build, I'm gonna give you the best jump shot, the best dribble moves, the best badges, everything you need to know to dominate on day one. All I ask for in return for all this information in one video is for y'all to drop a like and drop a sub with notifications on. We're almost at 800k, so let's get there this week. Anyways, y'all, we're about to get into the build, but first, this video is sponsored by SoRareNBA, a free to join NBA fantasy game that once you sign up using the link in the description will give you 20 free common cards to play with. And all the MyJam players out there, you're gonna love this, because with these cards you'll be able to enter tournaments that they host every Monday and Friday, where you'll be able to pick your own lineup of players from cards you own and see how they match up against everybody else's lineup. But of course, there's a salary cap, so you're not about to be out here with the Kevin Durant Golden State Warriors lineup. Role players are just as important as superstars. Let me show you an example of how fun and easy this is. We're gonna enter into the Garage Hoops Common Tournament, and in this tournament there's a salary cap of 120, so we can't go over that, but they also award you one MVP player, which means that his salary doesn't count towards your cap. Come on now, getting a free Luka Doncic, you know we're grabbing that. Mikal Bridges has been absolutely hooping lately, so you know he's getting picked up on the squad. And y'all know me, I'm a Rockets fan for life, so when I see my boy Kenyon Martin Jr. on this list, you know I had to pick him up to represent for the squad. Now I know we only got 54 remaining points left, but PJ Washington is an absolute dog. Shout out to my Hornets fans out there, this dude is nice. So we're gonna pick him up for 34, and with 20 points left exactly, we could pick up Troy Brown Jr., but I think Joe Harris will actually give us more value. Let me know if y'all think I made the right decision. Alright, so I'm confident with that lineup. I'm gonna go ahead and submit that one, and we're gonna enter another one because this is way too much fun. I decided to enter the Pickup Common Tournament because it had the same exact rules with the MVP and the 120 salary cap, and I ended up going with Cameron Johnson as my MVP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jonas Valanciunas, and Kelly Olynyk. And it's that simple, y'all. We just entered 2 tournaments in a matter of 10 minutes. And y'all, if you buy any 5 cards you want from the auction, you'll get 1 free limited card completely for free. Just make sure to sign up using the link in the description to take advantage of that. And you don't always have to buy players either. When I first started, SoRare gave me the option to choose a free card, and I ended up trading in that card for my boy Kenyon Martin Jr. from earlier in the video. So there are a lot of different things you can do to get your perfect lineup. If you want to compete against me on SoRare, then join my new league using the link in the description. There's no cap to the number of people who can join, and the winners of the league will be awarded awesome prizes like NBA Store gift cards, cards, so make sure to sign up using the link in the description. Thank you so much to SoRare for sponsoring this video, and let's get into it, y'all. Alright, y'all, now for the build. Obviously, the position is going to be a point guard, and you can go right or left-handed, it doesn't matter. I like to go right. The height is going to be 6'9", and the weight is going to be all the way down. And for your wingspan, you're going to go 7'6", and the body shape is all personal preference. I like to go slight. Now for the actual demigod build itself. I'm not gonna lie, I never do this, but I kind of want to start with the focal point of this build. We're starting with its block, which is going to be a 99 block, which of course gives you Hall of Fame anchor. And you thought that was it for the defense? You're also going to have an 85 steal for silver glove and interceptor, and an 87 perimeter defense for gold challenger, silver clamps, and Hall of Fame menace. And that's going to be it for the defense. Now let's meet all of our caps that we talked about in the intro. For driving dunk, you're going to have a 93 driving dunk, which means you unlock all the elite contact dunk animations in the entire game. And then you're going to do the most effective way to get 16 finishing badges, which is making your standing dunk a 68 and making your close shot a 76, which also gives you a lot of gold and silver badges such as fearless finisher and masher, which you're going to want to put on. Now, because we're actually going to have gold posterizer with this 93 driving dunk, you're going to want to put one of your extra badge points into finishing once you're done creating the build, but we'll talk more about that later. For your shooting, you're going to max out your 3-point to an 83 3-point rating, which of course gives you silver Agent 3. If y'all don't know, Agent 3 activates on every single shot you shoot in the game. The description says it improves the ability to make pull-up or spin shots, but it literally activates on every shot as long as you take a dribble sometime in the last like 20 seconds. It is an overpowered badge and one you want to have. And of course, you still unlock bronze limitless range, which means you can spark it from deep. Now, this first version of the build is for my elite shooters out there. We're actually not going to upgrade our mid-range at all, because if you're good at this game, you know that 16 shooting badges is all you really need. But don't worry, right after this, I'm going to show you another variation that gets 20 shooting badges for my people who are newer to the game. So our finishing's done, our shooting's done, our defense is done. Next is our playmaking. We're going to max out our ball handling, get an 87 ball handle, which of course gives you gold quick first step and gold unpluckable, but it also unlocks every single dribble move you can unlock at 6'9", which means you know you're rocking the absolute best dribble moves you possibly can. For your pass accuracy, you're going to go 75 for LeBron pass style, which if y'all don't know is the most overpowered pass style in the game. You are throwing lightning fast passes. And your speed with ball is going to be a 75, so you can get that MJ dribble style so you can dribble faster. And last but not least, our physicals. We're going to max out our acceleration, so our speed boost is the fastest it possibly can be. If y'all don't know the relationship between speed, acceleration, and speed with ball, in order from most important to least important, it goes acceleration, speed with ball, then speed. The reason for that is acceleration determines your speed boost. Speed with ball determines how fast you dribble after your speed boost is done. So after the first 1 to 2 seconds that you're dribbling and your acceleration is done being accounted for, that's when your speed with ball kicks in, and your speed only accounts for how fast you are without the ball in your hand. So for example, running on a fast break or rotating on defense, that's what your speed determines, and we're gonna make our speed a 70. And once again, that second variation that I talked about that's gonna have 20 shooting badges, it also has nearly max speed. So if speed is for some reason super important to you, don't worry, you'll have another version of this build. Next, we're gonna make our vertical an 82, because if y'all don't know, for the elite contact dunk animations that you get at a 93 driving dunk, you have to have an 82 vertical to equip them. So do not make a build with a 93 driving dunk unless you have the attribute points to also get an 82 vertical. And finally, our stamina is gonna be a 90, and our last point is gonna be put into free throw, which will be a 59. So this is the build. You get a 93 driving dunk for elite contact dunk. You're gonna put one of your extra badge points into finishing so you can equip gold posterizer, because without 17 finishing badges, you won't be able to equip gold posterizer. You'll only be able to equip silver. So make sure that mentally you're keeping track that you're putting one extra badge point into your finishing no matter what, and then the rest you can decide. If you are a good player in this game, you know you do not need extra shooting badges. It is so easy to shoot once you get used to this game and all the different shot timings. For me personally, I just know every single animation in the game. I have literally went to PlayStation in my first day shooting with 0 shooting badges. I shot 73% from 3. It is super easy to shoot once you get good at this game. So I personally wouldn't recommend putting any more shooting badges into this build. The rest of your extra badge points, I recommend putting on playmaking or defense or both. You can never not have enough playmaking or defensive badges. I'm telling you, they're the best badges in the game. They're the most valuable, and you will always find yourself wanting more than what you have. But as for the attributes, we have an 83 3-pointer, which means you get silver agent 3 and bronze limitless. You get an 87 ball handling, best moves in the game, gold unpluckable, gold quick first step, you get a 99 block Hall of Fame anchor. No one's going in your paint without getting punished, as well as great perimeter defense and a great steal rating to be picking lanes and be getting on-ball steals, while at the same time having a maxed out acceleration. I absolutely love how this build turned out. I'm gonna show y'all the build title, and then I'm gonna go back and show y'all the second variation of this build. For your takeovers, you're gonna go limitless range first, and perimeter badge drop second. Perimeter badge drop is so underrated. If they have gold unpluckable, they have silver when you're near them when you have that takeover activated, and they're just gonna get ripped like crazy. And if you end up making this variation of the build, it ends up being called a two-way inside out score, which personally I believe is the best build title in the entire game. Now the second variation of this build is for the people that don't really care if you get elite contact dunks or not. Pro contact dunks is all you really need anyways. Elite contact dunks is just to be flashy and to have more fun, but you really can go without it, and if you do, you get to make an even more all-around build than this, which is actually insane to think about because this build is super all-around. But let me show you how that'll look and y'all can make a decision for yourselves. So obviously you're gonna bring your driving dunk from a 93 to an 87. 86 is actually the threshold you need for pro contact dunks, but 87 is just the most effective way to keep 16 badges. You're also gonna bring your driving layup down to a 67. That way you keep your 16 finishing badges you need to equip silver posterizer, and for this build you don't even need to put an extra badge point into finishing. Next, we're gonna lower the other requirement, which is vertical. We're gonna lower this to a 75. For pro contact dunks, aka 87 driving dunk, all you need is a 75 vertical to equip all the pro contact dunk animations. And as you can see, you are now a 97 overall instead of a 99, which means you have a ton of attributes to spend, and you can decide to distribute these however you want. But I'm gonna assume that some people aren't comfortable with 16 shooting badges, so I'm gonna show you a version that gets 20. So with these extra attribute points, you're gonna put your mid-range all the way up to a 76, which of course gives you 20 shooting badges. You're then gonna make your perimeter defense an 88, which gives you an extra defensive badge. And once again, you can distribute these however you want, meaning you could even add more defensive rebound and get some more defensive badges if that's what you want. But I'm gonna assume that some people aren't comfortable with the 70 speed, and we're gonna upgrade this a whole 10 points to an 80 speed. And if for some reason you're still not comfortable with just an 80 speed, you could actually max this out, but I'd prefer to make this an 80 speed and then come back up to playmaking and make this a 78 pass accuracy to get 21 playmaking badges. And then finally, we're gonna increase our stamina from a 90 to a 94. So just by sacrificing on elite contact dunks, we now have 16 finishing badges, 20 shooting, 21 playmaking, 21 defense, and a more all-around build just without elite contact dunks, but still gets pro contact dunks. So y'all can decide which version of the build you like better, version 1 or version 2. In about a week from now, I'm actually gonna drop a version of this build that gets an 85 3-point, but with that build, obviously you can't keep the 99 block rating for Hall of Fame anchors, so it'll have a 93 block rating with gold anchors. So if that sounds more to your liking, I'd wait out on making a build, sub with notifications on, and I will drop that in about a week. But anyways, for the badges, we're gonna continue with the second variation of the build just because it has more badges, so I could show y'all more options. Obviously, if you choose the one that has 16 shooting badges, you'll just plan out your badges according to how many badges you'll actually have. So let's just get into it. By the way, if you make the second variation of the build title actually turns out the exact same, two-way inside out score. Alright y'all, so for finishing, again, if you made variation 1, you're gonna have 17 finishing badges. After your +1, you're gonna go slithery on silver, you're gonna go limitless takeoff on gold, you're gonna go fearless finisher on bronze just to unlock your tier 3 badges, then you're gonna core posterizer, and you're gonna come back up here, put fearless finisher on silver with your 5 or 6 badges left over, assuming you put the extra badge point. You're gonna put masher on silver, drop stepper on bronze to bully smaller opponents. I do this all the time, even in pro-am, and acrobat on bronze, assuming you have the extra badge. For your shooting, you're gonna go amped on gold, you're gonna go green machine on gold, you're gonna go agent 3 on silver, and depending on your playstyle, you're either gonna core catch and shoot gold or you're gonna core deadeye silver. I'm gonna core catch and shoot gold. I used to not shoot catch and shoot shots that often, but now in pro-am I do all the time. So I'm gonna core catch and shoot gold, I'm gonna put limitless range on bronze, and I'm gonna finish up with clutch shooter on gold. For your playmaking, bailout on bronze is all you will ever need. Silver is never worth it. Quick first step on gold is a must, and we're gonna put hyperdrive on silver just to unlock our tier 3 so we can core gold unpluckable for those 7 badge points for free. Then we're gonna put handles for days on silver, change hyperdrive to gold, and depending on your playstyle, if you're very cheesy and hope for the random stuns, you could put ankle breaker on Hall of Fame. I don't like to play like that, I feel like it's really cheesy, so I'm just gonna put vice grip on silver. And if I'm playing a competitive pro match, I'm 1000% putting needle threader on silver. It actually helps more than you think. And last but not least, defense. defense, you're gonna put glove on silver. You're gonna put clamps on silver. You're gonna put interceptor on silver. You're gonna core Hall of Fame anchor because that is gonna be a ton of badge points if you don't. You're gonna put chase down artist on silver, challenger on gold, and workhorse on silver. And you can see why I say you can never not have enough defense or playmaking badges. You could always want more of these badges such as menace or to upgrade workhorse to Hall of Fame. It's just always good to have more badges in this category. Now for the dribble moves, these are the absolute best dribble moves you can have on for a 6'9" build. I'm not gonna go through every single one. Just make sure to screenshot, write it down, do whatever you gotta do to copy these down. These are the dribble moves you see me have on in every single video. I've had these on for months now, haven't even changed them with any of the season releases because there's no point. It doesn't get any better than this. And for the jump shot, my all-time favorite jump shot, which again I haven't changed in months, is base LaMelo Ball, release 1 Rudy, release 2 Kobe Bryant, 100% release speed, obviously one as fast as possible, and the blending is 35% Rudy, 65% Kobe Bryant. I use this jump shot on very early. A lot of my friends like it on early, so make sure to try out the different timings and see which one you like best. But anyways, y'all, that's pretty much it. I'm about to be dropping some very new and creative video ideas that are going to take over 2 weeks to record and edit. It's going to be a lot of time and effort putting these videos, so I really hope y'all enjoy them. I honestly think everybody that's ever watched this channel will love them, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm super excited for that. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be talking.